Hello, it's Sarah, and I just got out of a voice practice thing where we were focusing on very specific things. But I was going to talk a little bit about vocal dysphoria. So, a lot of the time I sort of sound like this, which I don't like, but there's a weird aspect where, like, I'm not sure if it's gendered wrong or if it's just me looking at myself, and there's like that problem with dysphoria, right? Which we often have about our appearance, but also about voice too. Because if I compare it with my old voice, I'm like, yeah, the new voice sounds great because my old voice was maybe down here. And my new voice is like this, which is a lot better. Now it's not up in some of the ranges I'm trying to get to. And it doesn't have necessarily the resonance I want, or even other sounds I'm going for that sound a very bit different. But we're working on some new things. So, a lot of what we're working on is adding an airflow because I can actually get volume without having to do the nasality I used to do. So, I had been being like, hey, get out of the way of the bike, like when I needed to talk to my kid. But now I can do, hey, get out of the way of the bike. And I can sort of do this at volume, which is a little bit more difficult, but I feel like it's a lot less harsh of a voice. I'm sort of liking it better. Um, there's also other things that I'm trying to work on, which is like mixing more of all those different aspects of the voice together. So I could maybe get up here and sound a little bit different. Now, when I hyper focus, I make weird facial expressions. So that's often why I'm recording these videos, is to like monitor that and see, like, am I making weird facial expressions or is it more natural? Because ultimately, I need my voice to be like usable on a day-to-day basis. So I can do I can do this voice on a day-to-day basis, but can I do sort of more of a this voice on a day-to-day basis where it's like, yes, I'd like to order something from the menu, please. Yes, I would like to order something from the menu, please. Yes, I would like to order something. Yes, could I have a iced tea? Like how to it is very weird. We're like trying to come up with stuff because all of these are actually sustainable voices. There's really not a huge amount of strain in any of them. So I could probably normalize them into everyday practice. It's just figuring out which one suits me best. And I definitely don't like the super nasally sounds. So I'm trying to get into something that incorporates a little bit of a variety of things into something that sort of maybe fits me better. Um, I'm going to try to read a lane from the graduate passage and see if I can do it using sort of what I like best so far. Where there's nothing perfect, Benjamin. I wish my mother didn't drink so much, and I wish I'd never fallen out of that tree and broken my thumb, because it so affects my fingering. I'll probably never play the violin as well as I'd love to. But that's about it for the bullshit, Benjamin. It's only bullshit if you let it pile up. Heaven's in the details. Someone said that. I think Robert Frost said that. I was in a diner with my roommate Diane, and this guy came along with a goat on a rope, and it turns out that the reason he's got a little goat on a rope is he was thrown out the day before for bringing in his dog. But the point is that Diane had stood up to leave, and when she saw the man walk in, she sat straight down again and said, well, if there's a goat, I think I'll have dessert. And that's why I left Diane. Because if you think like that, you not only notice more little goats, you get more dessert. So, I don't know if that sounds better or worse than my previous day's practice, but I'm adding in more of this open quotient sound, and I'm going to try working on that and also working on aspects of mixed voice, which is sort of trying to get everything sort of pieced together in a way that can be consistent.